Cookie dough, brownie, boom.
I'm so uncomfortable whenever these Nerf guns come out. I want to tell you guys that. I'm just terrified.
Why?
What, you got a problem?
This is the exact reason.
What's the issue, huh? You got an issue?
I think you're just
as
being...
the elect of Jar, I want to bring forward...
The what of Jar?
The elect. I want to bring forward the gun control...
What's the elect, huh?
Me.
The only thing you are is the Alex of Jar, alright?
I'm Alex, the host of Jar Media Posdact. Hello and welcome to good afternoon, morning, evening and night. Welcome to the JARCAST episode 205.
Where we love guns!
We're gun advocates. We're an NRA podcast. Just joking, of course. We're a bunch of Brits. We have nothing to do with that. I'm your host, Alex, joined as always by the passionate napper himself, James.
Yep, good afternoon.
And the reload connoisseur, Jim. Show us one of your reloads, will you? Go on. That's not a reload? Nice. Unfortunately, the audio listeners
I need
might
to keep
not
this one loaded so that I can
You've
threaten
always got
you
to
guys.
pack heat, in case of emergency.
on the off chance the tyrannical government overthrows us for a little minute.
Yeah, I mean, we may not be allowed to have, like, real guns, but, we take what we can get in this country. We got a whole locker filled with these bad boys.
Nerf guns, that is.
The fanciest weaponry money can buy in the UK.
Before we get any deeper, shout out to the patrons over at Patreon, Jar Media Patreon. Thanks for the support on there, and the people who rate us on iTunes and just support us in general, whether it's with monetary value or not.
Or just, love, because we love at the Lovecast.
So before we kind of go into new shit, I want to talk about last episode very briefly. The main thing of note being that apparently for the first 4 minutes or so of the video version, James maniacally is sort of laughing in the background, just on and off. And we've checked it, and it is there, and I honestly, I edited it as of recording this. I actually edited it this morning. I genuinely didn't notice that, and from checking the audio version, it seemed fine. So I don't know if there was a render issue or something. Every now and again, there is like a rendering kind of issue, an encoding issue, but apologies for those who that bothered. But for a lot of people, they thought it was intentional. So I could have just kind of taken a step back and been like, it was intentional, Just take credit for my mistakes. Or
it worked out in a stylistic way.
My laugh is kind of great.
It's mimetic. It's the audio version of a boom boom smack.
Surely a boom boom smack is the audio version of a boom boom smack.
Nah, a boom smack is different,
I feel like you like boom boom smack, don't you, James?
Boom is a part of my everyday.
Yeah,
language.
you love boom and you love smack. So it's just the natural.
Don't love smack.
Yeah, you do. If someone had like all the clips of all the JARCAST episodes where you smack Jim, and all the times I know that you smack me, I know you're a fan of the smack.
Yeah,
well,
James loves smack.
It wasn't referred to as smack. It was just referred to as the Halo Wars Y ability.
What? What are you talking about?
Halo Wars Y ability.
What do you mean?
That is the slap. That is the smack. That's what it's been since the early days.
Your kind of your super move.
My Halo Wars Y ability.
Yeah, your
which is a smack.
Ultimate move.
It's a smack, and it's quite a painful smack actually.
Yeah, sometimes you do that thing where you kind of whip your hand. You do a backhand slap.
It's a backhanded slap, but you do it as hard as possible.
So you kind of slap with the nails, so it really whips and...
Yeah. And it can hurt.
Yeah, if you catch just the end, it's like really painful.
But it also hurts the person doing it, so it's like a double-edged blade. Yeah, don't use it, it's dangerous.
Yeah, obviously, boom boom smack that like button responsibly. Yeah. Something fucked up has happened, guys. Like, I'm upset. So I've been drinking.
Oh, jeez.
Something fucked up's happened. The creator of the iconic Lego minifigure has died.
I've heard about this as well, and I'm
This
Christ.
is a joke, right?
I've got to try and say his name. Nygaard Knudsen. Is that right?
yes.
Let's just call him Nye.
No, the Lego guy.
Nye the Lego guy, who created the iconic Lego minifigure, has died at the age of 78. His former employer told EFAP. In speaking to the news agency, veteran Lego designer confirmed that he passed away on February 19th after spending a week in hospice care due to complications with his amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS for short.
Sounds like a quite painful thing.
The Lego minifigure design is ultimate.
Yeah.
As far as a toy kind of
Won't deny.
mascot is concerned. What like kind of human formed toy is as good as that? Action Man, get out of here. Barbie, suck my dick. Like, what is even on the same level?
Nothing is anywhere near the
Playmobil, get out of here.
No,
Just
the thing
eat
with
an
Lego,
ass.
it's funny, it's cool,
Charming.
it's charming, and it's funny.
Yeah, if you get the Ahsoka Tano minifigure, it can be like really awesome, and then you can get like funny with the Minions sets that are coming out. Can we talk about that for a little minute?
No.
The official Minions Lego sets were revealed the other day. You can imagine how I felt about that. Not pleased. Not pleased. Although, to be fair, they did the best they could with the property.
It just doesn't seem like a Lego property to me. It's more like a Mega Bloks.
Yeah, because they had like Star Wars, Harry Potter.
Yeah. Indiana Jones.
The Angry Birds movie.
Angry Birds movie.
Galator or whatever it's called.
Ninjago.
Ninjago. They got the real shit, you know?
Yeah. Lego movie.
So getting Illumination it's almost like dirtying the brand.
Yeah.
If I had a stock in Lego.
I bet it's going to sell like pizzas.
Pizza Hut or Domino's.
Domino's.
But what if you're American? Like, we have lots of American listeners. Because, like, isn't Domino's, like, trash in America? You'll have to let us know. Didn't you have a Domino's when you were in America?
Yeah, I have had American Domino's, and it's considerably worse.
But what was actually... Like, how could it be... How do you fuck up a pizza? It's just a piece of fucking bread with cheese and tomato on it. How do you fuck that up?
How can you fuck up an English Domino's? Because the English Domino's is shit as it is. It's like, how can it get worse?
Shut
It's not as bad as Pizza Hut, dude.
No. I don't know. That's horseshit.
I really disagree.
The Domino's pizza is so basic. So
that's
fucking
You're
basic.
describing the Pizza Hut pizza base. That shit is like cardboard.
It's fluffy as fuck.
It's not fluffy as fuck. The Domino's one is way more fluffy than the pizza. Why do you want it to be fluffy anyway? It's probably moldy. If it's fluffy,
because you
should be concerned.
Okay, no. When we get into pizzas, there's a difference. Okay. When you have a good pizza, a proper pizza place, you want it to be thin, you want it to be Italian style, like a proper pizza. When you're getting shitty takeaway pizza, you just get whatever the fuck is decent. And Domino's is not it's shit.
Domino's is better than Pizza Hut, man.
No.
It is.
The toppings at pizza are better. KFC chicken.
No,
fuck
Pizza
you.
Hut saying they got like... what was it, like sirloin steak, like topping?
They said they had steak on it, but it's like that most processed piece of meat. It's fucking
it's just
awful.
ground beef, man. Don't lie. Got no respect for pizza.
I don't know why you'd want steak on pizza anyway.
Why not? Why would you have pineapple on pizza?
It's just the principle of lying, you know? That's what really bugs me.
Yeah, but I mean, even then, if they were telling the truth, that doesn't sound good to me.
Ground beef is fine. Just call it ground beef. Like, you don't have to lie. You don't
call
have
it
to...
prime ground beef.
Yeah. Yeah, there's ways to spin it and ways to convince.
Premium ground beef.
But I'm going to throw out a wench into the works. Papa John's pizza in the UK is really good.
Never had it.
But by far the best.
Yeah, you have to be close to a city to have tried that. Like, I've never had it.
When
I'm in a city, why would I order Papa John's? I'd normally just, go somewhere.
I've had it
Isn't a
once.
pizza place.
I had it once. And by had it once, I mean I had it reheated the next day. Fucking gorgeous. Banging pizza.
James is obsessed with like reheat. Like you prefer food the next day, don't you?
No.
No, you
That's
do.
true.
Like
What?
every time I hear you talking about food, you're like,
It's good.
cookie dough fine on the day, but reheat that shit the next morning.
Nah.
No, I'm right.
The Pizza Hut cookie dough is actually better next day because when you're reheating up, it's like the fucking chocolate remelts and it just becomes. Because it's
But when you get it, it's melted already.
No,
That's
but
like
when
what
you
makes
get it, it's
nice.
kind of like crunchy on the edges. When you reheat that shit next day, the whole thing's smooth. It's fucking gorgeous. It's like.
James loves that pizza.
You put it in the microwave for like 10 minutes.
Nah, like
It's
40,
like boiling.
45 seconds and it's fucking in the same plastic cardboard container. Boom.
Boom.
Boom. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Smack that onto the plate.
Boom, boom,
Indulge.
smack it onto the plate and just go to town.
But we'll if we're gonna go this far and talk about Domino's cookie dough, I would like to bring a new competitor into this world.
Excuse me?
Goo microwavable brownie. Fucking, I got fucking baked as fuck a few weeks ago, and I had one, and it felt like I was eating it for like an hour, and like every bite was pure euphoria.
That was my recommendation, wasn't it?
It was. It was the greatest thing I've ever had in my life.
I don't know how well known the Goo brand is, but at least in the UK we have this like pudding brand that you
It's
can buy in
posh. It's
supermarkets.
super. It's
Spelled
like a posh.
G-U, not G-O-O.
Yeah, just
For the
GU.
record.
Goo.
I guess it's pronounced Goo. Whenever that's on special, those are the ones you want to pick up if you've got that intense sugar addiction like
Yeah.
we do here on the cast.
But the caramel cheesecake is not that good. I'm fine.
Yeah, I've
Cheesecake
never
stuff,
got it.
Like the cold stuff they do isn't great, I find.
Yeah, I've never
Like,
bothered.
You want the microwave stuff, like the melt in the middle
Oh
goo.
no! This is no.
Yeah.
No.
You want that
yeah,
melted and warm.
Melt in the middle goo. Oh.
No. I've never had the melt in the middle goo or the melt in the middle any cake. And do you know why? It makes me feel uncomfortable.
No, you hate a change in consistency throughout
Yes.
a food.
Jam donuts, they make me uncomfortable. Goo melt in the middle puddings make me feel uncomfortable.
James might be the fussiest eater I've ever known.
Chicken
Yeah.
Kievs.
We were talking about this earlier. Like James's favorite food is plain bread.
No.
Like,
No, you're using
That is
it.
true though.
try and
I like
deny
my
it, James.
bread.
What's your favorite food?
Prawns. Fresh
And
Madagascar prawns.
Madagascar. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Where can you find those?
Not in England. But, in
In Madagascar, I would assume.
In
Well, good choice in movies.
Mediterranean countries, you go to the supermarket, fucking huge Madagascar prawns that
Are
are
we talking
fucking,
like dog-sized?
we're talking like, half argy sized, fucking huge.
Don't you think prawns are just gross though?
No.
They're like little spiders. They're like swim.
No, but
they're horrifying.
They're all turgid because they've been in water for so long. Whereas, like, we've eaten scorpion on the cast.
Yeah.
That was dry and,
Fucking
like...
a
soggy.
fresh scorpion though might be as juicy and plump as a prawn.
No, I don't think... Because they've got a
exoskeleton.
Don't prawns though?
Yeah,
like if
yeah,
you get a
prawns
fresh
do.
prawn, you've got to like really juice
No,
up that shit and
the,
pull it
the,
apart.
the scorpion
Yeah,
had,
you
like,
do.
paste in the middle. Yeah, prawns have, like... You pull the...
The
If
fucking
you get a fresh prawn, you got
body
to pull
and
its
tail.
fucking eyes out. You got to grab it
No,
by
you
the
don't pull its
top.
eye- you just pull its head off. And, like, rip its legs off and its tail.
take
And then dip it in some fucking ketchup and go to town.
nah, ketchup's bad.
No, ketchup mixed with mayonnaise, obviously.
No. Bloody yeah. No, yeah. But just fucking plain prawns that are slightly salted with like butter. Bon appetit, that shit's fucking gorgeous, and only Mediterranean people would know this fucking gorgeous because
Everyone knows prawns are nice.
they're
No.
fucking great.
They're
But
horrifying little animals though. Have you ever seen them in the wild?
Yeah, they
They're
run
gross. They don't run around. They
No, their little legs go and they swim.
yeah.
But
Yeah, like the prawn in Shark Tale. That's how the movie begins. It's on the hook, you know.
No, that's a worm on the hook.
No, you're right. There are prawns in the movie, though.
Yeah.
Like, really annoying ones.
But that doesn't ignore the prawns. What is wrong with a beautiful fresh loaf of bread, still warm, with like a nice olive butter? The fuck's wrong with that, hey?
Balsamic vinegar.
Bit of balsamic vinegar.
Mixed with olive oil.
Yeah, it's nice as a starter, but not as like my favourite thing.
No, because
in the world.
it's like, it's simple, but it can be the levels of bread. It's quite diverse.
Do you like the bread with olives in it?
Yeah,
That's my favourite.
In general, I like all bread. Don't matter what it is.
Jalapeno bread.
Yeah, spicy bread is fucking lovely.
No, because you can get like shit bread. Like, you know, the shit you buy from the supermarket that's just fucking cut bread. That's not fucking, that's shit, you know. But when you go to a fresh bakery in like fucking Italy or France, and you get a fucking nice fucking loaf of fresh bread, that shit's the fucking bomb. And you can't deny that.
Have you been to either of those countries?
I've been to Portugal and France. And it was the same, because, you know.
It is like such a pro and con with these supermarkets where it's like, sure, like everything you could ever want is in one location and that's really convenient, but you are missing that like expertise.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
you don't have a butcher in the same way. You don't have a, you know, at least in our like town, in our local area, like you've really got to go out your way to go to like a butcher or a baker.
Where you get that fresh meat. That's good.
Yeah, man. But at the same time, where else are you going to get those fucking pre-made prawns in a fucking bowl with some rice or whatever?
Yeah. Where else are you going to get the fucking pre-made Swiss roll fucking 20 pack?
For 20 pence.
Yeah. Where else are you going to get the fucking Ben & Jerry's cream cone ice creamery?
Nah, it's not about it. No, Ben & Joe's, it's the fish food is pretty good. Cookie dough. Cookie dough is the ultimate Ben & Joe's.
No.
Yes. Without a fucking doubt.
I think fish food's the best Ben & Jerry's, personally.
No.
I like chocolate ice cream, so I'm a fan of Cocoa Dodo Switcheroony. Is
that real? Is that an actual thing?
Choco Vanillo Switch Ups.
Right.
No, the is cookie dough.
And it's got caramel in the middle, and it's like the Red Sea in the middle with the white and the brown chocolate.
The Red Sea, so it's like a you know, that fucking red velvet shit.
No, it's got white on one side and brown on the other side and goop in the middle.
It's
yeah,
shit.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
No, that's the shit one. You gotta go, it's like bread. The fucking basic shit is the best. Cookie dough, brownie, boom.
You don't even like ice cream, so I'm not gonna...
I have a weird thing with ice cream as
because
well,
you don't like the consistency changing and the outside melts and the inside stays a bit more solid. So you don't like eating
but you don't like melted cheese either, but you like pizza. Like, it's just no logic.
What? Okay, no, the cheese thing is cheese tastes shit. Cheese is such a horrible thing.
Why?
Dairy shit. I hate milk, hate cheese, hate all that shit. But on a pizza, when you add
baked camembert, you ever had that?
That's shit.
That shit's
with
good.
bread.
with bread.
Use bread to dip in the cheese.
That's actually dangerous.
No, hear me out. Cheese
string.
Shit.
Got one in the fridge if you want one.
Can I have one?
No, because I know you like them.
Cheese mixed with tomato on a base with some meat. That doesn't taste of cheese. That tastes of pizza. That's why it's good.
So you have a problem with the taste of cheese?
Cheese is fucking gross. I had some. Let's turn this back to bread. I had some cheese bloomer. Fucking disgusting. Ruined the bread. Tasted as shit. And who's to blame? Cheese.
That's mental, man.
Cheese.
Hang on, can I just put this vehicle in reverse a second? And
sure.
Go back to your dislike of cheese.
Yes.
How can anyone dislike the taste of cheese?
It's horrible.
It's
cheese
so nice.
It's not.
And especially when there's like so many cheeses. Which cheese is horrible?
I hate the taste of cheese.
Which cheese?
What about
All
like
cheese.
what do you think of mild cheddar?
That's the worst.
You think mild cheddar is too flavourful?
You have this weird idea that I just hate things that are flavourful.
No, you don't like things that are quite strong.
I don't just
in any way.
Just because I didn't want to eat the cherry pie earlier doesn't mean I don't like flavour.
All you wanted from the cherry pie was the pastry.
The blandest part.
The part that is only there to hold the cherry.
No, because I wanted the pastry to not be overpowered by the cherry, so I wanted a mix, not just a fucking plate of cherry.
Lies. What's your dream meal? What's your like absolute dream meal?
You know what it's gonna be?
Bread.
Fresh prawns, fresh Italian pizza, and bread.
Okay.
That's it. That's all you need. Also, like a good bit of pasta. Jamie's student pasta is really good.
I don't know if I should take that as an insult, that it's student pasta.
You called it student pasta when you introduced it to me. Because you said on this show that any student can make it instead of eating, pot noodles and all that shit.
Well, I don't know. I'm kind of lying there then, because white wine isn't cheap.
Yeah, but they have... think of the amount of alcohol they drink.
That's true.
They'd have a bit of white wine. But that's a good
point.
pasta dish, so maybe add a bit of pasta in there. Or maybe a steak.
You see, I'm weird with pasta. I'm kind of like James in the bread regard, but for pasta instead. Whereas I quite like the taste of pasta.
Do you?
Yeah.
See, I think pasta is just gross on its own.
No, I won't
What?
eat it on its own, but it doesn't need loads and loads of shit on it. You know?
It doesn't
It
need
needs
to be...
a sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be overpowering. All of the pasta doesn't need to be covered with the sauce. There
When
needs to
we
be
go to the Italian
I
restaurant
disagree.
No, that's
and order a pasta dish, the pasta isn't like just completely covered in sauce, you know? It's got like a light...
Yeah, but they're the experts at it. We're not Italian chefs, so like...
Yeah, so I just microwave some fucking...
You get
piece
your
of shit
Dolmio
sauce.
pre-made pack and you just throw
What
it
makes
in
all the
microwave.
difference is sprinkling some salt in the pasta water
Yep.
and buying good quality pasta.
Are you not frightened of salt, though?
I am.
By adding salt to everything? I'm a bit frightened of that.
Well, I think
I
I've
try
got...
to avoid it.
I think I've got lowish blood pressure. So I just eat salt for breakfast, lunch and dinner to sort of rebalance everything.
Yeah, I'm frightened of getting like a detailed like blood analysis just to see like, oh, you really have been doing bad with that type shit.
Oh, you know what? Screw all that stuff.
Just eat good
Why,
food.
is health not important?
Health is important, but when you're a couple of strapping young lads that aren't obese,
Just
as
a fucking
we are.
just eat the shit you want. Eat all the... If you buy a pack of goose, eat both of them in the same night. Fuck it. Don't matter.
I'm not gonna lie that I haven't done things like that many a time, nearly every day almost.
for months on end.
Yeah, that's why I've had my 30 is 30 rule. They're like, I can't be held accountable yet because, of course, that's so far in the future for me that, like, for those who don't know what I'm talking about, is like, in my mind, I've written off my 20s. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna do whatever the fuck I want. You know, I'm gonna.
But the thing is, for someone to say that and still be in the state you are in, that's pretty good going.
What do you mean, the state I'm in?
Like, to not be just horrendously obese and, like, a smack addict. A boom boom smack addict on the streets.
No pills or powders, and not about that shit.
It's just about fucking goose and brownie waffles.
I think sugar is the most addictive thing I've ever come across in my entire life.
there.
No.
Have you ever tried? Have you genuinely ever tried not even
Yes.
eating sugar? No, genuinely.
Yes.
Because I think it was last summer, a couple of summers ago. I was like, I'm going to try this, and it was honestly agonizing, because it really makes you realize how reliant we are on sugar just constantly. Like, we're so addicted to it because it is so addictive, and you actually get withdrawals when you stop eating it.
It's weird as well.
Okay, so
because,
what's the withdrawals?
Like, just intense cravings and like stomach pains and all sorts.
hunger.
And hunger, yeah, you're
Like,
never
you
satisfied.
You have a hunger that you just can't fulfill.
It's actually so sick to me how, like, in the like food industry, like sugar for some reason is just like fat was the enemy for so long, and sugar was just like fucking ignored. Like, no one cared about sugar, when it's like, really,
It's the government, man.
really, I think you got to be more concerned about sugar than fat,
Yeah.
because I think your body can deal with fat a little bit better than it can.
Unless you're
constant sugar.
eating processed meats
Well,
like
yeah.
every day.
Yeah, obviously
That's
within
obviously
reason.
going to be bad for you, but like, no. What's weird is we're always told growing up, make sure you eat your breakfast before you go. And what's the main thing people have for breakfast? Cereal.
Mhm.
Try and find a cereal that isn't full of sugar.
Yeah, you can't. You actually can't.
And they all advertise themselves as full of fiber. Like,
Yeah.
we got all this good shit, like Special K and stuff, still just crammed full of sugar.
Yeah.
Because that's
It's
how you
messed
wake
up.
up. It's
Yeah,
just fucking sugar.
Isn't it messed up to you
Yeah.
that like the information we were taught as kids in primary school about like the food triangle and shit is just wrong? Like, it's actually wrong. Like, the information is false. Like, what we were taught. So there must be millions of people that really have no clue, no real like health education in terms of what the body can actually deal with and what is healthy and what isn't. Because we, especially in the UK, we have a real problem with obesity that's on the rise.
Yeah, young obesity.
Yeah,
Well,
because it's just so easy.
This sort of goes into a thing I wanted to talk about last week, and it's like brainwashing when you're a kid. Because me and James went into Sainsbury's 2 weeks ago.
And we bought loads of sugary shit.
We did buy loads of sugary shit, but we saw this toy for literal babies. It was a fake iPhone for a baby to play with.
Really?
Yeah. We both saw it. It was a literal
Fucking iPhone.
Like
replica
a toy iPhone.
of an iPhone or a smartphone as a toy. As on top of that, there was
Forget about using your imagination or anything.
Yeah. No, but there, even stuff that we had when we were kids and stuff like it is still around. Basically loot boxes. We had the Yu-Gi-Oh card things. This
Yeah, and
like
the Pokemon
you don't
card
know what you're
packs
gonna
and
get,
stuff.
but there's a chance you're gonna get like a really rare thing.
Yeah.
And the more expensive ones, you have a guaranteed really good card. And like
Yeah.
that's gambling.
Yeah.
And now they literally sell loot boxes, physical fucking loot boxes that are called loot boxes. For like £7, you get a fucking plastic toy in it. Fuck.
It's
It's
weird,
concerning.
man. And we were talking about it because we were watching Star Wars, and you and I love Star Wars. We always have.
Yeah, it's our
But-
like nostalgia kid thing.
Yeah, but I remember you bringing up, like how when we were young, Star Wars was everywhere. Like
Yeah,
the
even more
advertising
than it is
push
now.
was crazy.
The-
Yeah, way more than now.
The Phantom Menace push especially was
Yeah.
like just next level. Like it was on everything. I remember vending machines. I remember cereals. I remember
Yeah.
every product you could ever imagine was related to the Phantom Menace. So everyone was so extra hyped for it.
And it gets you like hooked immediately, especially a young mind seeing this thing just everywhere.
Yeah, I
Like-
remember seeing like Princess Amidala like cereal shit and being like, oh whoa, what's this character? It's why Darth Maul is so popular now.
Yeah.
It's not because of
branding.
like it's barely what he even does in the movie. It's like just the look of him and like the toys and the nostalgia of it is so like powerful to people because it's just everywhere in their lives. It's crazy.
And then that's Fortnite now. You go everywhere, you see fucking Fortnite.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Yeah, well, these kids will be reminiscing about Fortnite in a few decades' time.
I mean, we say that like it's a bad thing, but I mean,
no, it's just like we don't care, but like they will.
yeah. Whatever.
Nothing wrong with it.
Oh, Sarah.
Whatever will Fortnite will Fortnite.
Fortnite.
And with that said, I suppose we're back after these Fortnite messages.
And with that said, we'll be back after these messages.
Hey, it's me, Zeus, the god. My fully endorsed the Jar Media merchandise available in the description below.
Do you remember when Squidward gets a fork stuck in his throat and he's going... That's an awesome episode.
Welcome back
Shit.
to the second half of the JARCAST, where we answer community questions. Today we're going to go over to Twitter.
Okay.
Normally, though, of course, head over to the Jar Media Reddit. There is a thread there. Go and ask, whatever you want, man. Today we're going to start off with this one from Trubenth, legend.
Ben.
At Trubenth, that is on Twitter.
True Ben.
Any plans to get any more jar pets in the future?
Yeah. Damn
Yeah.
right,
Really?
son.
What are you thinking?
Uh,
It doesn't matter how long term, but what's your dream pets?
well, now that when I leave, Gaius is officially coming with me, so he's going to officially become my boy.
Okay.
And trying to have another animal when I've got him is not going to be easy to kind of. So I'm going to have him for ages, but I would like to eventually possibly get a cat, because I do like cats, even if they've
With Gaius, is that a good idea?
No, after Gaius.
In the future.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be a while then.
Yeah, it'd be a while. A cat and maybe a lizard or snake. And a bunny rabbit.
A bunny rabbit?
I like rabbits, they're kind of cute.
Jim?
And a dog, and another dog.
I kind of want to get a mouse so I can recreate Tom and Jerry.
Who's Tom? Billy?
Billy.
That's just cruel. She'll
Yeah.
just slaughter it.
No, she'll get smacked in the face with a frying pan and she'll be like, gong. That shit'll be funny,
She'll
dude.
be cool for Billy.
Yeah. But not at the same time because it's all cartoon silly nonsense.
I'm definitely at my limit with 2 dogs. Especially with one of them being a puppy.
Uh-oh. Someone's not going to be happy for their birthday.
Oh, fuck.
In saying that, though, there are a couple more dog breeds I wouldn't mind having some point in my life.
Like a Shiba Inu.
No.
Greyhound.
No, I don't want a Shiba Inu.
Rescue Greyhound.
Rescue Greyhound I like the idea of. I also...
That would be what I would get if I were to get another pet other than Billy.
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah.
But when I was talking to my mum the other day and she was saying, have you ever seen a puppy greyhound?
No.
What the fuck does a puppy greyhound even look like?
They don't exist.
They just come out the fucking...
They just come out sprinting. They just sprint out.
No one even knows how they exist. They just are caught in the wild, just running around.
They're like Sonic.
They're super adorable,
They
though.
collect
They're
their
so
rings.
nice.
Doesn't
It's
come
it's
from
only
another
dogs
dimension.
I'm interested in. Let's be real.
What, you fucking loser.
So it's greyhound, Alsatian. I think they're really cool, Alsatians.
But they...
I wouldn't want 2 dogs at once, though. I'd just want one Alsatian, and that was my dog.
If you got an Alsatian, I would probably say, live with Gaius for 3 weeks so you're prepared for an Alsatian. Because they're not like Corgi or Golden Retriever level dogs. They're a lot more like Collie, kind of high maintenance, more...
I don't think they're quite as
They're not like
possessive.
They're very intelligent, but they're not collie level. Like, collie's the very top, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
but it would just...
Of energy.
energy and intelligence.
Yeah,
It's just they're a type of dog where you kind of have to live with them different as compared to like a Corgi and that. It's like your lifestyle kind of has to...
I think it'd be fairly
Change.
similar to Corgi, to be honest, except they'd just be way bigger. And I wouldn't want a male one. I'd want a female one.
Male dogs are just difficult.
Male dogs are they're quirky.
They're shit.
They're different. And the last one is some kind of poodle cross thing. They're genuinely awesome, man. Like Ralph the Movie Maker's dog. that thing is
cool
awesome.
dog. That's a really cool dog.
They're really cute as well, and they don't shed, man. Like
Yeah.
not having to worry about fur is
What about
big.
a Newfoundland?
No.
That's my dream dog. I love Newfoundlands.
It would just drive me nuts.
Also, it would be pretty cool to have a horse.
Do you like horses actually?
No.
Yeah.
Zero
And
interest
I
in
put
my
on
mind.
my cowboy hat and ride around.
Problem with horses though, really fucking expensive.
Yeah, that's like a real, like, you have to be properly committed to. You need a
Horses.
stable, you need to take care of that thing. You can't just leave it.
Yeah, yeah. It becomes like your main hobby, I think.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I was rich,
Yeah,
I'd
why
just
not?
like go and see it whenever I want, and I've pay for someone else to do
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Someone else looks after it until like once every 3 months you're like, go look at my horse for a minute.
Yeah, give
And
him
you're
a
a bit
fucking
scared
salt
of
and
it.
vinegar crisp and then fuck off again.
You know what, and if I had to get another dog, I think I am like permanently forced down the collie like world now. I would never get another dog as a collie or collie mix.
Why?
Because it's like my first ever dog was a collie mix. I've now got Gaius, and I love everything about Gaius. I love the way collies are. I just don't see myself getting another dog because I'm very involved in like a collie life, constant walks. It's that non-stop action all the time, and then it's just like you can't touch him because he'll fucking attack you. I'm used to that. It's like
That sounds horrifying.
no, because it's just
Don't
like
you want to see what it's like to have like a golden or something?
no.
Golden retriever.
Because it's like I can't go from like such a top maintenance dog like Gaius to like a fucking Paisley. It's like it wouldn't feel the same to me. Because one is just like
That's what I'm enjoying though about Argy and Paisley. To me, they are yin and yang. They're so different. Like Argy's, he is that more classic kind of working kind of animal, and Paisley's just a complete sap
Yeah.
type. So seeing them like interact and like just be polar opposites is a lot of fun for me. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Big boy Spyro has this to say. Have any of you ever played a Spyro game? If not, what is your experience with Mario growing up?
I play Spyro.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've played a Spyro.
I remember watching. We
at least
had our
watching.
neighbours, Ben and Corey.
Yeah.
We'd always watch them play PS2 and stuff. I swear they had a Spyro game.
Yeah.
I remember watching it and being like, "This is a baby."
Yeah,
Probably
baby.
be a bit too old.
Lame baby stuff.
James, you go on Spyro before you go on to Mario then.
I grew up with Spyro. Played it a bit.
You're not interested in that trilogy,
No, it kind of just
Redux
it's,
or whatever?
It's baby.
It's a forgettable series. Like
Wow.
it was a
you
very
really gonna
just
say that to this Spyro fan right now?
No, because it was like a series where it was in that time where it's like everyone needed like a mascot game.
Mascot platformers, yeah.
Yeah, and it's the realistic truth is they're all kind of bad because Mario exists. That
Yeah,
is-
Mario 64 is the 3D platformer. And it just demolished for so long.
Yeah, it's better than Crash and fucking
It's better
Spyro.
than
Are
Crash,
you
it's better than
joking?
Spyro, it's better than fucking
Like, what was Naughty Dog's original one?
Gex.
Jack and Daxter,
Jack and Daxter.
which was a GTA clone at some point.
Really?
Yeah, Jack and Daxter 2 was like a free roam fucking cars stealing and all that shit.
Honestly, the only other like old 3D platformer that I've played, which was quite recently, Banjo and Kazooie, that seems like the only competition for Mario 64.
In terms of like that quality level.
Yeah, yeah,
The music stuff is really cool in that game.
yeah. And like the character designs really worked for that era,
Yeah. Yeah.
and like the story's funny, like the dialogue and stuff.
Because like, what
It's
was
awesome.
that? What was that thing that Kickstarter game they tried to like?
Oh,
cash in on?
ukulele.
There was something just a bit off about that to me. It was like Banjo and Kazooie is like, yeah, that works, that's right.
Yeah,
But that new one was a bit like, I don't know. It's like almost not modernizing it enough.
yeah.
It's just the same thing again.
But also, like, just the art style and stuff, to me, is not great.
Bat and a chameleon. It's not the same. Bear and a bird. It's just funny.
Bear and Bird is cuter as well.
Yeah. experience of Mario growing up then. Mario's integral.
But Mario
to,
1 would have been one of the first games we ever played.
Yeah, because we weren't really allowed consoles really
No.
up until a certain point where my dad just like bought some weird bootleg thing.
Yeah, it was
I
like a
don't know what
bootleg
the fuck it
SNES or
was.
something. And it had all these games. It was like all these demo games.
They
Some of
weren't
them-
demo because it was the whole game.
Well, no, some of them were like full games, but we played. Do you remember we played Contra? But there was no way that was the full game.
Are you sure? I think it was the whole game.
Remember, it's Contra. It's like you
But people
Three
say
lives,
it's
you don't get.
legendarily hard.
yeah.
So I think.
But we did play it over and over.
yeah, and we finished
learned
it
it.
multiple times.
Yeah.
I think we might have had like some cheat thing
Yeah.
with
No,
Infinite
I wouldn't be
Lives or
surprised about
something.
that. Yeah. Yeah, so we had this weird console that had... It was just the original Mario, wasn't it? Like, it didn't have 2 or 3 on it.
Well, when did we play 3 then?
On the Wii. Because once we had the Wii and it had the virtual thing, we went back and like got all the classics.
Yeah.
But it started with the original Mario. I remember we had this weird game where like we'd have like a punnet of grapes, and like every time we'd die, we ate a grape. We just
That
make
sounds more like a reward for dying than
yeah.
grapes are
Maybe
pretty
if you
good.
didn't like grapes, then it would be a punishment. But we were always just naturally drawn towards Mario because even on that list of like just games that were on that weird rip-off console thing
Yeah.
that had just every like ROM basically of all these old games, it was the best one by far.
Yeah.
By far.
Yeah. The only one that I feel like came close was Contra, because it was like cool action, and you just fight like aliens at the end.
Yeah. Yeah, no. And then moving on to the Wii and stuff like that really opened it for
Yeah.
us.
Mario Bros. 3. I think I played Mario 64 for the first time on DS.
Oh, did you? You played it on Wii though?
Yeah, then we got it on Wii and played like the original version. Well, I did. I think you were too scared.
I was never interested in 64 for some reason. I was in that like, I've already played 3D Mario Modern.
Yeah, you played Galaxy.
Yeah.
I think you should go back and play 64 though.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
I think I've watched so many speedruns of it. Like I know the whole game. It's like that Dark Souls thing where I'm so
No,
intimately
Mario
familiar with Dark Souls just
64
from videos.
actually has so much.
Mm.
It's unreal.
Really?
Yeah. Like there is so much content.
Yeah, I have
And I
a
loved
deep
it.
respect for it. But it's not like my favorite Mario. I think 3 is honestly my favorite. That game is so good.
It is very good. It's just too hard. I like that I can beat Mario 64,
Mm.
whereas I don't have the patience for Mario Bros. 3, especially to do it legit without like save spamming.
Yeah. I mean, just out of the old 2D ones, I like it a lot. Although
Yeah, out of the 2D ones, I think it is the best Mario game.
people would contest with World, though, man.
We haven't played World in a long time. Well, I haven't.
Yeah.
But again-
I would like to go back into that one because it's.
Yeah. They just had a problem. Like, now they're too easy, but they were too hard.
Do you reckon?
Those
Or were we
games
just
are too hard.
Too bad at it. Because like if that's all it, like if all the kids back then, like when it came out, they were all right with it.
No, but that's only because, like, you could buy one game. They were more expensive, and the way they made games longer was by making them way harder.
I guess.
It's more that the punishment is too cruel. Like, if you run out of lives, you're starting the whole game again, and that's just boring.
Right.
You know, it's not like you
Yeah.
have to do the same level over and over until you can beat it. It's you start from the beginning.
Yeah,
of the whole
because those
fucking game.
new 2D Mario games, I don't know, like they don't scratch that itch.
No, it's
Like
weird.
Mario Bros. Wii, like it's fine.
It's weird because they like feel good.
Yeah, they don't have that special spice for some reason.
No, they don't have that oregano aroma.
James, do you have any Mario experiences before we move on?
I didn't. Never experienced Mario. As a child.
Do you like Mario?
Yeah.
No.
You can't not like Mario. Like, how can someone generally not like Mario?
If they like Sonic, I guess.
Yeah, but that's just because they like Sonic. Like, there's no reason to not like Mario. It's just they like Sonic. But my only experience with Mario is watching you play it.
Yeah.
Or knowing that you have played it. I was never a Wii person. I was too. It's like,
You played Mario Kart.
I did. Because it was a racing game. It's like
Mario Kart Wii was pretty unfair,
my gaming thing was...
No, Mario Kart Wii is the best Mario Kart.
No, dude.
Yeah, it is.
That shit was really unfair.
They all are. That's it. That's the point.
Communism, the game.
It's casual baby racing game for babies.
8 is better than Mario Kart Wii.
Yeah.
Looks better, feels better.
I don't think it's more fair though.
It might be. I think you're forgetting how bullshit Mario Kart Wii was.
No, everyone said that because I won every time.
No, I was fine with that.
Well, if I win every time, then how can it be unfair? It means I'm just better than you.
No.
I don't mean to sound like a dick, but do you know what I mean? Like, if the same one person wins every time, it can't be that unfair.
I suppose, but I mean, like, I really can't remember exact specifics about, like, the intricacies of that game.
Mm.
I heard a
And
cool
to be
suggestion,
fair-
though, that, like, they should do the Smash Bros. Ultimate kind of thing, but for Mario Kart. And, like, instead of it just being a Mario thing, just fuck it. Just have all Nintendo shit just come in.
Yeah.
That'd be so much cooler.
Yeah, they've already done it with, like, Link and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Open it up. Get, have, like, an Animal Crossing 4-stage
What would they
thing.
call it? Nintendo Kart?
Still call it Mario Kart, but have, like, all the Nintendo shit come in.
Yeah, and you could have all
Super
the awesome
Mario,
races.
Super Kart Bros. Boom.
Yeah. Yeah, they're naturally heading that direction anyway, so we'll probably get it.
Be reason to actually play the game.
At Dead Quicksilver has a roleplay suggestion for us.
Oh no.
Now this one's good. Roleplay.
No.
Alex is the Joker, Joaquin Phoenix, but instead of making it onto a talk show, he finds himself on The Chase. Jim is the chaser. I'd recommend The Beast, but his choice. And James is the host.
I'm not. No, I don't.
I'd prefer to be the chaser though, and Jim be the Joker.
I have no. I've never seen The Chase. I can't be the host.
You just have to ask general knowledge questions.
Okay.
Yeah, just ask a general knowledge question.
Wait, so I'm assuming this is the part where
you're kind of building up to that, like.
But I mean in terms of the chase. This is when we're going against each other. Like, if I'm Joker and you're the chaser. Because there's the cash builder round.
Oh my god.
Where you quick fire questions. And then there's the ABC questions. The multiple choice questions.
Okay. I'm trying to think of a choice question here. Because there's so much knowledge and I just don't want to...
Okay, wait. So the beast is just walking out. You're the beast.
Alright, my lovelies.
You're awful.
Wait until you see my results.
Come on, Bradley.
Okay, I've got a multiple choice question for you. What famous World War II gun made a ka-ching noise?
This one.
The beast just got shot in the fucking head. Oh, dearie me.
Awful question.
So, what was the answer?
I just that one was sometimes the ingeniousness of the role play is funnier than any potentiality of the actual role.
Yeah,
play.
we're not those fucking assholes that go to like what's it called? Improv comedy clubs. Yeah.
Hey, I'm wearing this shirt.
That's improv comedy.
No, improv comedy is this.
A lot of improv comedy is pretty shit though as well. Isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just like really obvious, like really, you're really going for it, aren't you?
We'd be great at improv
And
comedy.
there's that thing where it just keeps going.
Escalation of it, yeah. Well, Tom at Futuristic Bagel asks, talk about the hardest you've ever laughed in your life. The hardest you ever laughed in your life.
Last episode.
Really?
Yeah, it was a good laugh and a half.
That was a good laugh. I've got one where Alex and I were just chilling, and our parents were on holiday at the time,
Right.
and our mum was texting us in like a group
Fuck.
chat.
Yeah, I remember this.
And I can't remember.
Right, I'd forgotten about this.
But you, as a joke, and you starred out the swear words, but he said like, "You fucking bitch." He texted that to my mum, and I saw it. I was just like, "Holy shit!" Because, like, we can have a laugh with our mum, but it never goes to that level because she doesn't like it.
Yeah.
And for you to drop that bomb.
It's the one time I've ever pushed it that far, and it
Yeah, and
started
then-
a whole thing.
And then you like called her like, "I'm so sorry."
Yeah, no, because my dad texted me and was like, "Call her and apologise."
Did he? I didn't know that.
No, because he was like, "She's quite upset about this. You should probably call her and apologise." I'm like, "Fuck." God damn it! It's so funny in the moment.
I know.
And
And I
then
was, like,
I hate that when it's
crying
something
with
that's like
laughter.
so funny in the moment, and then like
No,
a
but
few seconds later on reflection, it's like, oh, God damn it.
it was worth.
Now, yeah, it was worth.
Yeah.
But having to call and be like, all right, mum, sorry about that. It didn't upset you.
It's like, it's so you as well to just think, just gonna say that to my mum.
No, but
It was very obviously joking.
Oh god, yeah.
I would say.
Oh, fucking
But, like-
absolutely. But she's got like her, I don't know what you call self-respect. Is that what it is?
Standards.
Yeah.
Sort of. I don't know. Like everyone has their own levels with each person. Like
Yeah,
what they're
yeah.
willing to kind of accept. So I don't really blame her for it. You know. But
No. And
feel what
it's,
you
it's not
feel.
like there's any grudge being held by
I don't
anyone.
know. I'd forgotten about it. So
Okay, so
that's
then,
really funny.
if that was Jim's, then what's yours?
'Cause what flashes into my mind is when I think Jim was there. We were kids and the Butthead and Beavis movie was on TV.
Mm.
And I don't know, he'd probably had just the right amount of sugar at the time being little kids. And,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it was just on TV and there was like a joke about Baywatch that was just so funny to me for some reason.
Yeah.
That it just
Yeah.
made me laugh so much.
I remember that. But I've also got another one that involves you. And
Which is...
it was when we, like, being not adults because we were still kids, but we were like grown up enough to remember this event, and it was our trip to New Zealand, and we were with our cousin who it was basically the first time we'd met, and he was like playing this Hot Wheels game. And
Right.
nothing funny happened, but we were just sat there and one of us would go, "Whee!" and then we just start like crying with laughter. Do you remember that? And
You
like,
saying that has triggered a bunch of memories of like doing that kind of thing.
yeah. But this one in particular, and like, then we'd sort of calm down a bit, and then the other one would go, "Whee!"
Yeah.
and then it would trigger it all again, and it would be like such intense laughter. Like,
Like it actually
my
hurt.
face hurt from laughing so
those.
much, and like I was out of breath.
Yeah, like I remember playing that video game Worms with someone on like PS1, PS2, and like just thinking it was so funny.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I just had a memory.
Care to share?
Okay, I feel sad over this memory because You know Fail Army?
Oh,
Yeah.
Fail Army, yeah.
Yeah.
They do this like compilation of animal fails, and there was this one fucking dog clip that I saw it, and I scream laugh for about 10 minutes because I found it so fucking funny, and because I was finding it so funny, I was laughing at my own fucking funny, like laughing, and it was the greatest moment of my life, and I have no idea what the dog clip
There's
is.
something about
No,
that humour that it just catches you in a certain way. That it becomes
the
just
right
a cycle.
clip. Yeah. No, I had this when I was in sixth form, and I'd realised I sort of hated school.
Mm-hmm.
Many nights I discovered Key and Peele,
Yeah.
and I ended up on the LaRon Can't Laugh skit.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
I remember at like it must have been like 1 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
watching it on a laptop or phone, and just like try it, because there's that thing when you're not meant to be laughing loudly,
Makes it much funnier.
and you've really got to try and hold it
Yeah.
in. And I was just like, holy fuck, this is fucking so hilarious.
Yeah. It's like you
That is a
actually
really
can't resist it.
Yeah.
I remember that happening a lot, where there were certain people in like secondary school that could really crack me up.
Yeah.
And in certain classes where like you weren't allowed to laugh and they'd do something funny, and it was like, fuck.
I remember this.
I did that a few times, like laughing when it was completely silent.
Yeah.
And being like, I just kept like just laughing.
Um,
And then everyone just like ignoring it and being like, what? What's he laughing at?
No, I remember getting in trouble because there was this kid back in Key Day, Amir,
oh yeah, fuck.
and he was doing this thing where he was sat on this tiny stool, and then he'd stand up and lift the chair up and go moo, and he pretended the chair legs were udders,
Yeah.
and he was like milking them. And
That's funny, man.
I found that so fucking hilarious, and the like people looking after us in Key Day
Yeah.
like got really pissed off that I was finding it so funny. And it's like, it's a fucking, he's making a joke and I'm laughing. I can't choose what's funny.
Yeah.
So then
What
I
a
got
crime.
in trouble for it, and he kept doing it. And I was just sat in this dark fucking
Yeah.
dining room,
Yeah.
just wetting myself with laughter.
Though, if I do remember, I think because we were in maths class together quite a few years, and if I remember, most of our lessons we just sit laughing over fucking random shit for
Yeah.
some reason.
Yeah.
Did you ever get dangerously close to peeing yourself from laughter?
Yes, I
I
peed.
remember,
I'm sure I
that
have.
happening a few times in primary school and early secondary school, being like, man, I think I just felt a bit urine shoot out because I was laughing
Yeah.
so much.
No, that's happened.
It's almost like it's kind of euphoric in a way, because it's like
it's like
so many happy endorphins are released when you're constantly laughing, and then
No,
a bit of
it's
urine
like
comes
it's an
out.
unbelievably pleasurable piss. It's strange because you're just so fucking tense.
But there's also the like moment where you're like, fuck, I gotta go to the toilet now.
And it suddenly stops being funny.
I miss those. I just want to remember this dog clip one. That's all I want. Please help me find this dog clip. I can't give you anything.
I used to love that dog clip of that dog that like runs towards that like ball, and then it like does a huge fucking multiple.
It's a
flips.
charming. It's a thumbnail.
Yeah.
A fucking
Yeah, I
bug.
think I put it in my last IG video too.
There's that really classic internet YouTube cat video where it tries to jump over a baby gate.
Yeah. Oh my
Just
god, I
goes straight
forgot.
up, smacks it.
That-
and
yeah,
goes
man.
down. That's a good video.
Oh boy, we need to watch Animal Fails again.
God,
This is
that is such a like old school cat video.
That was huge. That video.
that
Everyone
was
knew
like
that
early YouTube shit.
Yeah.
Man, I've forgotten about that. I can picture it so clearly in my mind.
Yeah.
I can picture. I could probably draw it really well from memory.
Yeah.
Like because I watched it that many times.
It's that iconic. Awesome video.
Dude.
boy. We need to watch some Fail Army videos. Please, let's go.
That Fail Army video with that like nearly naked woman like diving, and it's got like 50 million views or whatever just because of the thumbnail.
Yeah. Geniuses. Whoever failed
Oh,
on
yeah.
is. Geniuses.
That's sort of it for this episode.
Yeah, that's sort of it for this episode.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in and supporting us, and leave more comments and questions on our Twitter and Reddit. And
Yeah,
Catch
thanks
us
for
on the
tuning in
next
and,
Angry Joe
supporting
show.
us and
see you on the next one, cowboys.
See you on the next one, cowboys.
See you on the next one, boys. Guys, let's go watch our Fail Army Dog Fails. I need this humour in my life.